Hedera to $1. When, where, why, how, when? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk to you about that. Everyone's talking about, well, when Hedera, all-time high, when Hedera $1. I got this video. We're going to talk about some charts. Just put in a trade on an HBAR long. I'll talk about what I saw on the technicals. And also, what will be the driving force pushing Hedera from 20 cents to $1? And again, in what time frame? I believe I will talk about in this video. So like the video and let's jump in. First, take a peek at this HBAR chart. This is on the daily. Hedera breaking out of a falling channel. Breaking out. Haven't gotten the retest yet, but we know historically how fast Hedera moves when it gets moving. We might never get the retest to get into a long position on HBAR. Now, on the daily, also, we did just get a green dot on Hedera from Market Cipher B. We also have VWAP crossing over to the upside and money flow about to cross to the upside as well. RSI stochastics look great. And so we believe that HBAR is getting ready to see a big breakout. In fact, we put our money where our mouth is. Although we're currently down 4.8%, we do have an HBAR long position open, $7,400, entry at 20.52 cents. With our liquidation price currently at 18.642. We believe this trade is going to be a winner. We'll get back to the chart in a little bit. I do want to share, I mentioned, what will be the driving factor to Hedera to $1? I believe a big one, a lot of people are sleeping on is, artificial intelligence. Take a look at this. This is from Tyler from HashPack Wallet giving a demo on AI integration with the HashPack Wallet. Take a look at this.
As well as delivers you a literal novel of technical analysis, and that's pretty handy. And the final example here is sending a transaction. So we'll send a small amount of HBAR and make a donation to the staking account here. So 0.1 HBAR to account 800. It shows a rich transaction preview, similar to when you do a transaction with a DApp. So that allows you to review the transaction and approve it. And things like swaps and stuff are pretty trivial to implement after that. But we see this appealing to new users looking for guidance and how to use the ecosystem, as well as existing users trying to find more information that they had to use other tools for historically, or do common actions like associate a token. Some of you may have guessed by the name, this system will tie into our PAC token as well as our Concierge Collectibles NFT series. So queries here are paid using micropayments of PAC, as well as there'll be some discounts for NFT holders.
So there you have it. You got Saucer Swap, which really took the ecosystem by storm. Now you got HashPack Wallet, as Tyler mentioned, with the PAC token facilitating a lot of these transactions. And again, making AI very consumer friendly, breaking those barriers down for people to be able to transact on chain with Hedera in a very simple and easy way. And so big shout out to the HashPack team. We also had this, Charles Atkins. He said streaming micropayments could transform how creators monetize social media. So he did sit down with Benzinga. Atkins emphasized blockchain's capacity to enforce trust and transparency on social networks, particularly as governments introduce regulations requiring verifiable transaction histories and user data reporting. You'll want to make sure your data is verified. This is what Charles said. Used correctly and safeguarding consumers. We saw the big data leaks. We saw the breaches. And we know that these social media companies, they're using our data and really privacy means nothing to them. And so excited to see how this thing comes into play. Now, if Hedera is making a run at the top social media companies and enterprises, they got a leg to stand on, because if you look at their governing council, there's massive names in there, including the one company that owns the largest streaming platform in the world, and that is Google, which owns YouTube. Google is on the Hedera Governing Council. So they have an in. And so micropayments, which we knew, RWA, which we knew, and AI with HashPack seemingly leading the way, Hedera really, really has a great chance of hitting that dollar mark. Now back to When, where, why, and how? Well, the when is going to be, I believe, by the end of Q3. So August, September, Bitcoin's cooling off. I think Bitcoin still runs. Altcoins kind of slowly start to grind up. Even sometimes some of them maybe consolidate. And then Bitcoin starts to consolidate. And that's when you're going to see altcoins run as money flows from Bitcoin to alts. And when you look at the altcoin picture, I can count on one hand projects that fit three of the massive narratives right now: AI, transactions, aka stablecoins, and more specifically on the institutional side, and real world asset tokenization. Hedera is a front runner in all three of them. And if all three take off and Hedera can get that, I don't know, 10 to 20% market share, we could be talking about a lot more than $1. But I think that's what's going to happen as far as the time frame. Now, some key levels to look out for on the way up. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to look at volume points. At what key levels is mass amounts of Hedera being sold? Well, the first level here, we're looking at 12.8 billion HBAR tokens are being sold around 28.795 cents. And the really, really big ones, you can see the size of the circle, the thickness of the line. This level is, we'll call it 40 billion HBAR was sold. And that number, my friends, let's just call it 40 cents. Once we breach 40 cents, you're looking at going to 47.8. And there's a massive gap until we hit that 57 to 60 cent level. Then you're looking at just a 60% gain to get to that dollar mark. And again, we believe that's going to happen off of backs of AI, RWA, micropayments. Going to happen towards the end of Q3 as Bitcoin starts to consolidate and cool off. Alts start to run. And we believe Hedera is going to be at the forefront of that altcoin rally. Hope you enjoyed the Hedera content. If you like more Hedera content, we have an entire playlist on our channel. Also, come check out our live show Monday through Friday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Until the next one.